So, one day you find yourselves at the beach and it is a perfect beach day. You raise your head up and get a little bit of sunlight under that hard to reach spot right under your chin. You lower your gaze and you look front. You drop your knee, you drop your head, you come up onto a bent standing knee and wipe a little bit of sand off of your knee as you press back into a shoulder suspension. Hold onto those abs, bring that left leg around, drop your head, little handstand. Hi, surfer boy, how's it going? My name is Always remain anonymous at the beach. You wipe your hands in the sand. You look up. You see seagulls flapping their wings, looking for food, looking for a cheeseburger, a french fry, anything to satisfy their insatiable appetite. You lower your hands, you look front. You sit back on your heels and look out into the ocean, and you see patches of gay men and gay women swimming. And you sigh. I wish I was with them. And you start to wonder, I wonder how many of them are in relationships. I wonder how many of them are just friends. I wonder how many of them don't have it all figured out yet. I wonder how many of them used to be friends, but now they're ready to really take the plunge, really commit, really go for it, really have that relationship they've always wanted. You think about this as you hear a random piece of music and gratuitously show off all of your dance moves. Still waiting on the music. It's so hard to be gratuitous without the music. How you doing? Enjoying yourself? Cool. So, right about now in your dance, you get slightly interrupted by a bird who has decided to poop right in your eye. So, now you are totally discombobulated, and you've forgotten all of your choreography. So, you need to make something up pretty quick. Thank you so much, bird. Thanks a lot for a lovely day at the beach. And then the song plays out until the end, and then, I don't know, more shit happens. But what's not over is your day at the beach. You are tired from all of that dancing. You are mildly upset about the bird poop, but you are not going to let it ruin your day. You know why? Because it is nice out, finally. Yes! You back up for a little bit of aesthetic distance. You decide that today is the day that you are going to find yourself a date right here on this here beach. You lower your leg. That's right, folks, because the single leg is just not working for you anymore. So, now it's just a matter of finding a guy who's good enough for you. So, you start to look around, and you spotted somebody. Oh, and not only is he cute, but he is fierce. Oh yeah, he is walking around the beach like he don't even care. Oh yeah, the closer you get to him, the farther away he walks. Why are you trying to look at him? He's not trying to look at you. Why are you trying to look at him? Okay. Perhaps that is the wrong guy for you. Ooh, there's somebody, and he's actually looking in your general direction. Sort of. You see, he's one of those guys who hasn't figured out if he came to the beach to sleep or check people out. You know what I mean? So you're like, okay, two can play at that game. And you don't think you're being obvious about it at all. Oh no, he has no idea that you were looking at him. What? Oh, he just gave you a smile. Well, what are you gonna do? Maybe give a little touch onto your hair, give one final adjustment to your sunglasses before turning around and giving him a nice big and when he does, or when you do, he's talking to another guy who looks nothing like you. Sir, is that your boyfriend over there? No? I'm just wondering. So, maybe now, perhaps, you've decided that it's time to change your tactics a little bit. So, you're going to sit and think, with your chest lifted, and your feet pointed like a ballerina for no particular reason. You've got it. You're not gonna do anything. You don't need to be looking for a man. A man needs to be looking for you, dude. So, you're gonna be like the water, cool and unaffected. That's right. Cool, unaffected. I'm so cool. I'm so unaffected. That's right, I'm so cool and I'm so unaffected. I'm so cool and so unaffected. I'm so cool and so unaffected. I'm so cool and so unaffected. I'm so cool, not even the naked guy in the water can... What? Yeah, there is a naked guy in the water who is now slowly walking out of the water, which, by the way, is doing nothing to cover up his you-know-what. So now you need to do something to distract yourself so that you're not just, you know, blankly staring at him, I mean. So you do another shoulder suspension. But that looks a little strange. So you think you need to do something a little bit more like what people do on the beach. So you do Pilates push-ups. Everybody does these at the beach, right? No, they don't. Okay, so maybe you need to do something that requires a whole lot of concentration, like practice your ronde-jambs. But now you're probably going to scare him off, and you don't want to do that. I mean, he is naked after all. So maybe you should just sit quietly and wait until he approaches you, which he does now. Hi, you say. My name is Tim.
Hi, Tim.
I didn't catch your name.
That's right, you didn't.
That's funny. So, do you come here often?
What's it to you?
Well, I was just wondering, I mean, you're naked, you look pretty comfortable here, and, you know, this is Providence, Rhode Island. You could get arrested for doing something like that here, you know? He stares at you quite intently and begins a slow, improvisational dance, slightly effeminate. And shortly after he begins this dance, he says an innocuous statement to you, like, well, Tim, once you've walked a mile in my shoes, you can do whatever you want. And he just turns around and walks away and goes back to his towel and wraps it around his body. And you think to yourself, walk a mile in my shoes? What the? He's not even wearing any shoes. I mean, what could he mean? I mean, did he just break up with his boyfriend? Is he unemployed? Is he constantly a target for something? Is he dying? I mean, the list of possibilities goes on in your head, and you think to yourself, man, I thought the bird pooping on my head was a buzzkill. Well, lucky for you guys, this is just a dance. There really is no guy, you know, and... Whoa, yeah there is, apparently.